All right.
Yeah.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Wednesday night Iteracare wand introduction, and also an introduction to Prife International, the company that has presented this to the world. My name's Rami Martin, and I'm just a community member here sharing my personal experience with this product. And I have been just privileged to bring our group together every Wednesday for the last several months to share. So we like to open up tonight with just some good news on progress people have had using the Iteracare. We also will show you a short clip just to give those of you who are brand new to the product just a quick overview. We also have someone special who joined the call at the last minute, Judee, who's going to share her personal experience having used the wand. And we always love to hear testimonials. So I want to encourage each of you to come to the call and give us progress on how you're using it or what you've witnessed with your loved ones. Like last week, Wheela told us what's happening in Maui with her family members. Not just one, but all of her family members and friends that have been on it. So anyway, we'll do that. And then at the core of our talk tonight is going to be on functional water. And as many of you know, we use our wand to charge our water. And I think for many of us, we know about it, but we really haven't done a deep dive on understanding how powerful that is. And so we're going to watch a video on that as well. And we're going to do this each Wednesdays, take one topic, whether next week is on hypertension or the following week might be on diabetes or allergies or whatever it might be. And then we'll get a chance to talk about people who have had results using this product to overcome some of their health issues. All right. So anyway, Miss Eileen is a stockist in Nevada, and we're very fortunate that she has been leading the way, sharing this product with us. Miss Eileen, would you kindly introduce our guest and please share?
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. It was a very, I would say, a blessing to meet Miss Judee. But then at that time, she was very sick. But I didn't realize that she was a woman of, I would say, a helping hand. She will always wanted to help people. And so she has this, wow, it's a women in distress, and she'll explain more. But let us just introduce Miss Judee Guay. She's right now in Las Vegas, but she's holding office in Utah. Okay, Miss Judee, we welcome you tonight.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So my name is Judee Guay, and I am actually an executive director and founder of a nonprofit for women in Utah. I started it almost 13 years ago, and we assist women who have been through any type of abuse, addiction, overcome a debilitating illness, escape polygamy, or simply do not have a voice. When we removed my husband, retired 16 years ago from Southern California as a law enforcement sergeant, and we moved to Utah, and I was fine. I was healthy. And in 2015, I got diagnosed with MS. In 1997, I kicked 3 diseases, autoimmunes, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus. I was in a wheelchair, and I used another product that caused cellular communication. I was still taking it until I moved to Utah, and then I figured out that maybe I could save some money, and instead I got the MS. So fast forward, we moved to Vegas because I couldn't stand any cold, and unfortunately it snows in Utah. So I started having severe neuropathy in my feet to the point that I was having problems walking. Cognitively, I was having issues. I stopped driving for over 4 years ago. I had to sell my car 2.5 years ago because it was just literally sitting in the garage. I was always independent. I was a leader, and this was very debilitating mentally, physically, and emotionally, to the fact that I couldn't really go or do anything. My husband, instead of driving Miss Daisy, it would be driving Miss Judee. And so one of my women of worth had gone on to a site, and there was some kind of a healing thing that was in Utah. So she went there, and they had Reiki and they had some other things, and they had the wand. And this gal actually has fibro. And so they all call me Soul Mom. I'm that old. And she said, I really would like you to check this out, this page. They're talking about MS, and they're talking about how it's reversing it. I'm like, okay, I will never say no to anything. I'm homeopathic, I'm holistic. I have never taken no meds since 1997. I refuse. I just believe that the body can heal itself if you give it the right things. I'm vegan, I'm gluten-free, I don't eat any sugar. I once weighed almost 300 pounds. And I thought, you know what? I've got nothing to lose. So I started on this testimonial page, and I read it for like 2 weeks. And I saw one testimony that really, it resounded so deeply in me. She was an RN. She had gotten all the COVID shots and all the vaccinations and all of the other things that went with it. And she ended up with neurological damage. She could not talk. She couldn't walk. She was shaking. She had tremors. And they were trying to tell her that it was all psychological. And someone sent her the wand, and within 5 days, she was well. And I said, I'm doing this. So I went downstairs to my husband and I said, I'm buying this. And he thought, oh gosh, what closet am I going to stick this in now? Because we were always buying things that wouldn't work. And I got it on April 14th. Communities are facing. And on April 14th, I have a Korean meat dog. My dog was actually on a chain in Korea, and we rescued her. I volunteered for the rescue here in Vegas. And her and my 16-year-old dog got into it. So I climbed into the kennel to separate them. And unfortunately, I got bit on both hands and both arms severely. My friend across the street is a PA. He came over and he looked at me and he said, yeah, you're a mess and there's nothing I can do. So he steri-stripped it. I had a cut between my 2 fingers here that was 1/4 of an inch long and 1/8 of an inch deep. I had major bites all over my hand, all over my arms. And if you know anything about MS, you don't heal really well. So he steri-stripped it, and then we did it 4 more times. It wouldn't stay closed. And he pretty much said to me, I don't know what to tell you. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use the wand. So I wrapped my hand, I put water on it. I wrapped my hand through a bandage, which was material. And within 24 hours, my cuts healed over enough that I went training the next day with my service dog. She's my service dog. And I had no pain. And I'm like, wow. Well, my husband charged the water for 35 minutes to 40 minutes, and he blew up the wand. So I wrote the company, and they said, call Miss Eileen. And so Miss Eileen on Monday gave me a new wand, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it on my feet. And I did. And it has been the greatest gift I've ever gotten. I no longer am in any pain. I was on THC, 750 milligrams to 150 milligrams CBD sublingually. I was on it 4 times a day because I do not take meds. I do not believe in pharmaceuticals at all. I only go to naturopaths. And I was taking 1.5 dropperfuls during the day. I was taking 4.5 at night. My husband would come in and rub my feet. And sometimes it would feel so good with the CBD oils and stuff. And sometimes it goes, stop, stop, stop. It hurts. It hurts. I can't do this. So there was no rhyme or reason. I had probably less than 40% feeling in my feet, my toes, and my knees, and my hips put together. There was days that I literally took 1 step at a time. I could not even walk up the stairs. We have a 2-story home. So I started wanding myself, and within a week, my pain stopped. And then within 10 days after that, I asked my husband if I could drive his truck. And he has a massive truck. It was like parking the Titanic. And I did it. We went around the corner and he was with me, and I felt confident enough. And then I took it myself the following week to get my nails done. I still had no pain. My feet started getting feeling in the toes, the heels, my ball of my foot, and my arch. And I went out and I bought a new car. So I'm now driving. I have a little Kia. I love it. And more than that, I was able to go back to my nonprofit 3 times this year, where normally I only go back in the beginning in April and at the end in November when they graduate for the gala. I have released more weight. I was a size 4. I was like 150 pounds. I'm 5'9.5". I'm down to 135 pounds. I went to my naturopath. He took 7 vials of blood and he went, I can't believe this. Your BMI is 17.5%. My body fat is down to less than 20, but my muscle skeleton is over 58%, which means my muscles are getting stronger. It has just been a journey to not only be able to feel well and come back to the land of the living, but to share this with others. I wand my puppies. My 16-year-old, my 18-year-old gets wanded every night. My Korean meat dog gets wanded every night. My Labby, I have 4 dogs. My Labby, she's on the fence with the whole thing. But when the other day, she didn't feel well, she actually jumped out of bed and let me wand her. She sensed that it was going to do good. Financially, this has been a blessing because we are retired. I have learned through this and other MLMs that I have been in, and I swore when I saw Miss Eileen, I said, I am not joining another network marketing. I have been through all. I've done New Skin, I've done Agile, I've done Manitech, and that's what I'm on now, and I've done blah, 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 and I'm like, I'm not doing it. There is nothing like what we do now. We build relationships. We share our story, but we don't live in it. And by doing that, we're helping other people. And by helping others, that's what I do. I love giving service to others. I love supporting others. I'm a private mentor for women, for them to get out of their own way and not be stuck. So life is amazing. And I just truly believe that it's a God's gift to me, because if my woman of worth had never told me about this, I would not have known about this. And I've got 2 more that just came up. I just went to the optometrist. I had macular degeneration. I had ocular neuritis years ago with the MS, and I didn't really have any damage. But with MS, usually the nerves behind the eye and the optic nerves start turning colors. And so they've been watching that. I went in and I did the, refraction. And he walked into my husband's room and said, I'm really confused. And my husband, Louis, said, what are you confused about? He goes, well, Judy's not seeing, her eye prescription didn't change, but yet she can read without her bifocals. I don't understand that. And he's like, I'm really confused. My husband was a motor police officer for 32 years, and he took a rock in the eye years and years ago, and it left him with scar tissue where he sees through one area just like a pin. There's no surgeries that can fix it. Nothing can do it. And so when Dr. Hartman looked at him, he said, okay, now I'm really confused. It actually got better. He has no idea how the scar tissue in his eye, because we've been wanting our eye doing the infinity signs. Okay, that's what we do constantly. And I do my brain stem, and I do my neck, and I do my where my brain cells are, my stem cells are in the bone marrow. I concentrate on all of that. But my brother, we just came back from California, and my brother, I'm going to be 67 in August. My brother is 77. He has myasthenia gravis. He has a colostomy bag. He fought colon cancer. He is all over the place with the opiates, unfortunately, because his pain. He has bone on bone in his knees. He has bone on bone in his hips. He's a mess. And my brother's very stubborn, and he wouldn't listen to anything I've tried to do over the years. And we went down, and he said, I can't believe how you look. I can't believe how well you're getting. And I don't know if you can see that, if it's clear or not. Probably not, huh? But is that coming through at all?
Yes.
Anyway,
There.
Wow, it's beautiful.
so
You?
that's me and my brother. And
Oh.
you can see the wand in the background.
Uh-huh.
He purchased a wand because if you don't have skin in the game, there's no commitment for you to do it. I was not going to give it to him because I wasn't going to let it sit. And he's called me. We got home on Monday night. He's called me Monday night, Tuesday, and today. He's used it 3 days and he's finding relief in his
Oh.
pain. So I am so grateful because he has been homebound for so many years. I know that this is going to be a life changer for him. It's been a life changer for me, and I will do anything. I drink the water constantly all day long. That's all I do is drink this wanded water. This charged water has literally changed internally, not only physically, but mentally. The first thing in the morning, I would get up, I would go to bed at 2:30 in the morning because I couldn't sleep because I was in so much pain. And now I'm in bed by 11:30 or midnight. My husband takes the dogs down, breaks them. And by the time he comes up, after I've wanded and drank my water, I'm out. I don't even know that the dogs are coming in onto the bed. And I'm up every morning at 6 or 6:30. I didn't even like humanity at that time in the morning. It was not my friend. I would sit there and try and just function and get my feet to be able to stand up and move and just get my collective thoughts together. And now I'm out of bed, I'm downstairs, I'm doing what I got to do. It's just been amazing. And I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to who discovered this. I'm grateful for all of the people that have tried it on our team that is just finding results. And I'm getting my health back. So
Good. Praise God.
Cindy,
Yay!
that's incredible.
Thank
You got your life back. Oh my gosh.
and I got a car. I'm driving now. I'm driving Mr. Louie instead of him driving me. So that's a good thing. So I
Wow.
thank you. I thank you for this opportunity, and I'm humbled that you would want me to share my story.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad that we recorded it. You know that this is going to get in front of many people, and it will cause them to have hope again. You know
Well,
that
anyone that I can support with any protocols or whatever, they're welcome to reach out to me. Miss Eileen can give them my email, and I am more than happy to support anybody to do this because I think that there's just too many other pharmaceuticals in this world that are not used and mask the problem. And this way we can actually heal our body.
exactly. Oh my
So
goodness. Well, let's open it up if you don't mind taking some
not at all.
questions, please.
I have a hair in my eye. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it and it won't go away.
I'll start off with a practical question. You know, just living busy lives, how do you get the time to charge your water? What are your routines to getting that down? And also, you know, how you're wanting your children and your pets and loved ones. How do you manage that whole piece?
So I have no children at home. My oldest is 40 and she has 5, and we have 9 grandchildren between us. So I don't necessarily want my children, but I do want my fur babies.
Yes.
I'm very organized, and that is my gift. I'm a speaker. I run the organization. I volunteer, like I said, rescuing dogs. And so you have to be consistent. So we get up in the morning, we have a large vase, and we have filled that with the water. We have there's a place here in Vegas that has the ionized water and purified water. So we buy 5-gallon jugs. And I got this little container that's got a little spout on it, this glass. We wand that and we just keep refilling it. So every day my husband will either fill it and wand it, or I will. I have one upstairs as well. I wash my face with it. I actually wash my face and wand my face. So that is consistent. So I also have the water in my bathroom if I need it. I also wand my bathtub. So I take a bath in the charged water, and that also helps. And then we just consistency. It's just as easy to go to the tap to do it than to wand your water and have it prepared for the morning. At night is when I wand my pups. My husband wands our 18-year-old. He sits on his lap and watches TV and just wands him. So I guess the biggest thing it would be your priority. You're worth it. Make the time to be consistent because you're worth it. Your health is worth it. Your life is worth it. And if it's important enough for you to do, you'll find the time to do it. And with the wand, it works. And so why wouldn't I? And I'm very at night, I will have a whole list of things that I need to do in the next day and go through them, and I check them off as I go. Same thing with follow-up and whatnot with our business. So it's just making the time for what's important, and you're important. So put yourself number one, because this is self-care. Self-care is huge. And this is my self-care, being able to drink the water and have the 5 or 10 minutes to be able to just decompress and drink the water, and then find the time in the morning I will wand myself in the morning, full protocol. I'll wand myself at night, full protocol. And then during the day, because I'm drinking the water all day long, if I'm in between a client or something, I'll just start wanding my feet or my hands or whatever it is. And so I'm consistently finding ways to do that.
Wonderful. I love it. Who else? Who else has a question? Well, I'm delighted. I'm delighted. I'd love to know later what video you share with others. I'm going to show a quick 5-minute video for those who are new on the call or those watching this recording who've never heard of the Iteracare one. So I'm going to share one that we've used to share. But Judee, would love your input on one of your favorite videos. Maybe you could put it in our channel. We have a Telegram channel. I hope that you belong to that.
I don't, but I will definitely join.
Okay, we will get you in there. And
Okay.
we are all over the US, actually internationally, but many from Las Vegas as well. So I'm going to pop open then a video. And we just want to thank you, Judee, for taking
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Changing our lives, seriously, by your sharing. So let's take a look at this quick 5-minute video, great one to share with others.
Health crisis, including the top 10 health killers. Shows that 50% of the population is facing deadly consequences from these diseases. The reason why people are suffering from chronic diseases is because diseases are becoming harder to be treated with radical treatment, and it can only be alleviated or controlled with medication. People starts to pay attention to eating habits, daily exercise, and consumed various health products when they face such diseases. Most of the time, it's already too late, especially in environments that are unhealthy and polluted. When patients are suffering from these diseases, it inflicts tremendous stress, pain, and sufferings on their families or siblings, saying, therefore, we must search for the best alternative solutions to resume a normal and healthy life. All efforts should be focused on the most basic issue of a human body, cells. The core cause of most diseases is linked to cell deficiencies. Collapse of body function is caused by a weak immune system, clogged blood vessels, damaged and mutated cells, and etc. All of these are the root of serious diseases. Presenting Iteracare therapy device, a product to the new era in health wellness. The Iteracare terahertz wave frequency is found between far infrared and microwave, with a wavelength between 30 and 3,000 microns, which is the same wavelength absorbed by human cells. When cells are irradiated by terahertz frequency, it rapidly enhances energy into the human and activate inert cells. Its radiant energy is only 1/4 of sunlight and 1,000th of a mobile phone frequency. Research shows that it is completely safe for the human body absorption. The penetration of the terahertz frequency is able to reach 20 to 30 centimeters under the skin, internal organs, and bone marrow, constantly unclogging and cleansing the blood vessels and lymph in the body. Thus, simultaneously, improved microcirculation reduces coldness, reducing tumor, skin nourishment, repair unhealthy, damaged tissues, remove necrosis, healing of internal organs, and further strengthening the cells. The principal treatment of Iteracare is to unclog capillaries to enhance the body and cells to function healthily. Iteracare therapy device integrates three top technologies: terahertz, quantum, and optical cortices. The crystal energy tube is its core component. It's casted together with more than 100 trace elements. Iteracare device certification is stringent tested, inspected, and certified by China Beijing Academy of Science and National Intellectual Property Right and Patent Certification and other authoritative organizations related to the device. The Iteracare therapy device intelligently identifies healthy and bad cells. Good cells will pass through the device's consistent frequency and temperature, and bad cells will be liquefied by the heat, which will be expelled from the body through sweat, urinary, and defecation. With preventative and protective functions against human diseases, Iteracare therapy device is a very effective treatment for three major sub-health problems: inflammations, skin disorders, and clogging. The 10 major advantages of the Iteracare therapy device. Number 1, the 8 extraordinary vessels of the body. Number 2, pass through the 12 main channels of the body. Number 3, scrape the toxic and harmful substances from the body. Number 4, remove superfluous things that are not part of the body. Number 5, find potential diseases using a scanning function. Number 6, unclog channels and spaces in the body. Number 7, detoxification. Number 8, regulate internal organs and immunity system. Number 9, replenish the body with yang aura energy. Number 10, repairs damaged cells and tissues. Pride International has a strong, positive, and experienced management team that is focused and committed to promote and educate terahertz technology therapy worldwide. Pride International has an impressive development foundation and a 10-year comprehensive market development blueprint. With the rapid demands in the health industry worldwide, terahertz technology and its products will be of value and recognized by more people and supported by reputable health institutions. Pride International is motivated to bring health and wellness to more people worldwide by improving their health awareness, knowledge, and protection against diseases. Restore your precious health with Iteracare therapy device. Live wealthy with health. Let us create the true wonders of terahertz in life together. Achieve the prime of your life.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, Miss Raimi, thank you. So let's show them about our special water edition.
Absolutely. Okay, great. So I will put that YouTube channel, the YouTube link into our Telegram. So if you want to share that one out, that's a good short one because we have so many videos, but we want to, sometimes people just have a shorter window of time. So I will, if there aren't any other questions, I'm going to queue up this other video on the functional water that Judee shared with us. Let's see. Oh, I had that here.
Presently, people and communities are
Oh, I'm
facing
sorry,
various
that's
health
the-
crises, including
on,
the
guys.
top 10 health killers. World statistics show
Apologies.
54%.
Let me stop sharing, go grab it again. I put it in the Telegram, everybody. This one that I'm going to share with you right now. Okay. Thank you for your patience.
Miss Raimi, you look so beautiful.
Oh, thank
You
you.
are beautiful.
Okay. Oh, did I share? I didn't share screen. Thank you, Miss Eileen. All right, here we go. Share screen. I'm optimizing sound and here we go. Goodness. How come I'm having so many technical? Here it is. Ready to take notes. Fresh.
Welcome to part 3 of 13140M. Tom New Terahertz Functional Water Introduction. In this segment, you will come to understand the 3 main functional benefits of the new terahertz water, also known as 1 line, 2 low, 3 anti. Why is the new terahertz functional water considered as the latest 5th generation drinking water? Drinking water have been improving over the years, but these waters are still only known as healthy water, whereas water that is treated by the new terahertz functional water device is known as functional water. The key difference between healthy water and functional water is that functional water can help improve and solve our physical health problems. The first function is 1 line. Our daily drinking water is unstructured and forms into clusters. There is an average of 15 to 20 molecules of water in each cluster. However, after treating the water with the new terahertz functional water device, the water molecules will be arranged in a linear structure. So what is the difference between a water cluster structure and a linear structure? It has earlier been concluded by major researches and studies that cells only drink the right water. With the new terahertz technology that uses Schumann resonance generator to process the water cluster's structure into a linear arrangement structure, it provides the cells in our body with better water supply and increased water absorption and detox rate. Imagine that you have 15 people standing together in a circle and trying to get into a room through a door. It would be very difficult to get through together. Just like how normal water molecules clusters trying to get into your cell through a small gap. Majority of water filters and devices today are able to reduce water molecule clusters from an average 18 molecules clusters to 7 molecules clusters. Although it is better, it is still difficult for it to go through. However, with the new terahertz functional water device and its technology, it can process the water molecule clusters to be arranged into a linear arrangement structure, making it easier for our cells to absorb the water, transport nutrients efficiently and detox our cells, allowing our cells to be clean and healthy at all times. The second function of the terahertz functional water device would be the 2 lows. The first low we would be sharing with you is low resonance frequency. So what frequency is good for the human body? Scientists have administered research into this subject and have found out that the lower the frequency, the better it is for our body and health. Major researches have suggested that 7.6 Hz is the best frequency the human body can experience, as it is the closest frequency similar to the human alpha brain waves during the resting and meditation stage, which is also the closest wave frequency to Earth. Let us take a look at the different frequencies from different water sources. Rainwater being the highest at 119 Hz, and the healthier water that humans should consume is seen below, and lower frequencies with terahertz water being the lowest at 7.6 Hz, similar to when the human brain is in the state of rest and relaxation. An example of the benefits of drinking the right water, there is a village in China known as the Longevity Village. The average age of the elderly range between 95 to 105 years old, and the secret was found to be the water. A village close to nature with no modern disruption and pollution, led to the natural water frequency to be of 80 Hz, resulting in the long life of the villagers residing in Longevity Village. Imagine the water in Longevity Village providing such health benefits to the villagers. What other forms of benefits would we gain from consuming terahertz functional water at 7.6 Hz? The second low we will be sharing is low viscosity. Viscosity refers to the rate of flow of the liquid. The lower the rate of flow of the liquid, the higher the viscosity. Vice versa, the higher the rate of flow of the liquid, the lower the viscosity of the liquid. An example of high viscosity liquids would be liquids such as oil and honey. The terahertz Schumann resonance process have the ability to lower the viscosity of liquids by at least 600 times of the original viscosity, which will result in an increase in dilution power. An increase in dilution power of the liquid such as terahertz functional water would benefit the human body in many ways, as it can quickly dilute excess blood lipids, blood sugar and metabolize them out of our body quickly, thus reducing the blood viscosity in just a matter of 20 minutes. New terahertz functional water is 622 times lower in viscosity as compared to regular drinking water. The texture of water is much softer and goes through a smoother transition to our cells by at least 3 times, thus significantly improving the blood circulatory system. Other benefits that consumers of terahertz functional water will experience includes improved microcirculation of blood and promote health of cells, enhancement in the metabolic function of the body and restoration of the viscera function, strong lipophilicity to break down triglycerides and other neutral fats, reduction of blood lipids and prevention of arteriosclerosis, balance in the maintenance of the nervous system and immune system and many more. In essence, with just a short process of 180 seconds, changing the water molecule clusters into linear structures can benefit the human body greatly. The terahertz functional water will improve blood viscosity within 20 minutes, which will also help to dissolve body waste easily, eliminate body toxins, and clean the cells, allowing our cells to remain healthy and strong at all times. Hydrated, strong and healthy cells alongside lower blood viscosity will help to maintain and further improve the functions of the heart and greatly reduce the risk of cardiovascular and cerebrovascular diseases which are caused by long-term fat accumulation and acidic constitution. Next, we move on to the third functional benefit of the new terahertz functional water, also known as the 3 anti. The first anti is antibacterial. Terahertz functional water can effectively remove common bacteria such as Escherichia coli and Trichophyton rubrum in the water and body. These bacteria are the main culprit to human experiencing diarrhea and fungal infections such as athlete's foot, eczema and other degrees of conditions. In numerous research and testing with terahertz functional water, it is found that terahertz Schumann resonance process to the water effectively reduces over 90% of bacteria in just under 3 minutes, thus greatly reducing the rate of human experiencing sickness and infections caused by the bacteria E. coli and Trichophyton rubrum. The second anti we will be sharing about is antioxidant. Human aging is due to free radicals which brings about gradual oxidation process of the body, therefore humans need to find ways increase their capacity of antioxidants. Terahertz functional water can increase the human body antioxidant capacity by 4 times. In other words, delay the speed of aging. Various tests have shown that the total antioxidant percentage increased to over 75%, which is over 4 times the initial antioxidant capacity of the human body after consuming terahertz functional water over a period of time. This significant increase helps to greatly reduce damage caused by free radicals such as stress, poor nutrition, infections and illnesses, allergies, food intolerance and many more. Last but not least, the third anti is anti-radiation. This is also another important point as to why we should consume terahertz function water. In the modern cities that we live in, we are constantly exposed to high levels of radiation as we live among many electrical appliances, equipment such as high-voltage power lines, automobiles, mobile phones which emit harmful radiation all the time. And we feel the effects such as stress, depression, irritability and fatigue every day. Through numerous researches of consuming terahertz functional water, it has been found that it can increase our body radiation resistance by over 2 times. This is important as radiation will cause symptoms such as increased fatigue, hair loss, bleeding gums, cell mutation and other degrees of radiation sicknesses. We thank you for tuning into part 3 of 13140M. Com New Terahertz Functional Water Introduction, 1 line 2 lows 3 anti. We believe that you have come to understand what the functions and benefits of the new terahertz functional water device, and what we can stand to gain from consuming the new terahertz functional water on a daily basis. Thank you.
All right.
I need to leave.
Oh, yes, Judee, thank you so much for
You're
staying.
welcome. You're welcome. Bye, everyone. Thank you so
Judee.
much.
Bless you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey. See you
But do you love your internet?
Oh, let me stop that.
Do frozen
So are there any questions about how to charge your water before we wrap up for the night?
Wanted to share.
We love, please share. I love your story.
So, yeah, well, it's not a story, but since she was talking about, I had to put on my Makaani because it was so small. I was like, I cannot see nothing on the phone. But anyway, so listen, I'm on a couple of the Facebook, all their, testimonials and stuff. So I joined a couple of them that I got invited to. So a lot of them were saying about our water, like when we charge our water. So if you was to leave a little in your glass and you just add more water, the thing is actually still charged. So I did a demo and I sent my video to my sisters and then my daughter's here. I showed them, they were like, even my grandkids, they were like, how does that happen, mama? So, I did a demo like pipe water. And of course, this is my instrument that I use, right? So the thing wouldn't move. So my grandson goes, what happened? So I said, watch what happened when I show you with the charge water. So I put him over the glass and he was like, well, nothing's happening. And then the thing starts spinning. See, this is my water.
Yeah.
In my
Wow.
So I noticed, and then I shared it with my girlfriend in Maui because I bought her one. I got her a big 2-gallon jug, set her up with her purified water. Because I told her, stop buying bottled water because you got to carry that from the car to the house and then you got to dump. I said, well, just go get a filtered pitcher, use your pipe water because you're already paying for the water. You might as well make use of your house water, but put them to the filtered that you can buy on Amazon, whatever, whichever one you want to use. So I got her that from Amazon and I told her, watch my video. So she was like, holy moly. So I said, you go try, leave a little bit in your jug and then pour your new filtered water inside. And then she said, oh my God. I said, I didn't want water for like 5 days because as long as there's water in your jug or in anything, you just put new water in and it's like charged water. It saved you so much time. And every time I go, I'd show my husband, I was like, look, look, look. He was like, that is like amazing. So I shared it with my sister. She was like, holy Moses, that's so true. Because she does it with the needle and thread. She does hers on like that. And I was fortunate that I got this from, I don't know if you guys, Temu, that site from China. And I was ordering a lot of crystals for my window because I like that color come when the sun shine, right? And then I remembered I had this one and it's really pretty. And I said, oh my God, I'm going to go try and get it. And then I was watching, it was like, holy Moses. So every time I would like, all right, my water's charged, So I make like 2 gallons, 4 gallons a day because I drink a lot of water. Like how she was saying, you got to be prepared or else you just fail your own body. So when I go out, I take these, I get like 6 bottles that I take with me when I go to the market. Anywhere I go in my car, I go and pack them in one cooler, like one handbag, one cooler bag, not ice water, not cold, just right from the bottle. And every stop I make, I drink my water. Of course, when I go in the store, I got to use the bathroom, right? Every time you drink, you got to pee, right? But it's just amazing that it saved, because I think people get discouraged when they see so many things on Facebook, like you got to want them 3 minutes, you got to do 5 minutes. Some people don't want to stand there and do that. And then when I found my stone and I said, you know what, I'm going to make experiment. And sure enough, it's like, and the water tastes fabulous without even wanting it every day. So if you guys can find one of these gems, I mean, it's just a crystal stone with the chain, because of course you need metal, right? And it's just amazing to see it, to see it just keep going. And sometimes it goes really fast. Like, watch how fast it's just gonna, and my water is like almost to the bottom. See that? It's almost to the bottom. And I'm not even in my glass.
That's great, Wheela. I've seen people use pendulums,
yes,
as you do shopping
look
for
at how
good
crazy
food.
this thing going.
Yeah,
It's like
wow.
fully charged. So, and I was thinking I was going to go look, but I couldn't find it on Temu. I don't know if they stopped doing, because there's metal in here too, in the core of this stone. It's so amazing. And I saw this lady, I think she's like Judee, and she helps a lot of people. And what she does, she made little booklets. I don't know if it was small, because in her picture it looked like, and was just like with the binder circle, so you could just flip through it. And
Yes.
then she gave her business cards. So these are ideas that we can, start thinking for our team. And she put these things inside
Oh,
as a gift because they bought one from her. I mean, how it's not expensive. I mean, I think I paid like $1.98 for this.
yeah.
Like serious. Like I was like, I need to go get more of this, and I couldn't find it. I think they did away. So I found some other ones, and I was like, I'm just gonna order a few, and then I'm gonna send it to all my
Right.
family who bought, because not everybody genius like my sister Jo. She's the needle and thread thing, but
It's me.
Cool, Kawila.
You can also see the needle and thread.
yeah,
I'm the
Jo.
sister with the needle and thread,
I've
and
used,
mine's crazy too.
is that right?
So, but yeah, she told me about it, and I was like, oh, this is gonna cut back on all the wanding that I had to do with my water, because I make hot water in the morning because I gotta do, make my tea for the morning, and that's the only way my husband is gonna drink the water if I make him tea. So I do the tea, and then I make my flask to go to work, to take to work, and it's hot water in the flask, so I get hot water to have more tea at work, or or I just drink it, because it's
Creative,
better
right?
warm than cold. So I mean, and then I gotta tell you guys this. Okay, so I cut my finger, my thumb. I had cut it. I was cutting carrots for my dogs. I was making them snacks, and it slipped. And just so happened my husband went and sharpened the knife the day before. And I guess it was a blessing that he did, because if it was dull, it would have been probably worse off.
Oh my.
But I didn't put any kind of antibiotic on it, the ointment or anything. I just stuck it in the water, and I was wanding it. And all the blood was coming out at first, and then it kind of subsided. It took about a week, because I kept on, it was kind of deep, and my daughter told me, you better go get it stitched. I said, nah, it's okay, and I just kind of taped it up. And then after, at night, I would open them up so that would help dry it out and stuff. But I kept on wanding it every day, because I wand every day. So I kept on wanding the area, but it kept on, because I, using my hands, that it kind of like was separating at times, which hurt, but
Yes.
I kept on wanding, and it's all good now.
Wow.
I'm still gonna wand. I'm gonna try see if the scar goes less than what it is, but my coworkers, they saw how my finger was, and then I showed them, I go, look, it's all healed. And they go, wow. Took about a week because I kept on opening it back up. That's why, yeah, when I was using my hands, because gotta cook, yeah, every night. So gotta cook, gotta wash dishes.
That's great, Jill. Thank you for sharing that, because that's very practical. I was afraid to use it on an open wound, so that's good feedback.
Yeah, 'cause it did bring out the blood, but it was like, it kind of cleaned it out, because I had it in the water. Yeah, I got one bowl and I stuck. It was kind of awkward the way I had to put it in the bowl, but I was like, okay, I gotta figure out a way, right? So I got it in there, and then I just was blowing it, and then I could see all the blood coming out, and I was thinking, I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this, but I'm just gonna do them anyway. And
That's
then
funny you say that, because like when I had my cut from that glass, I just stuck my finger in the water. I didn't even wand it. The water went heal my finger without even wanding the charged water. And I was like, oh my God, my finger is like nice. And then I had the bruise on my feet from the cardboard box. Remember, I stepped on the box. I was trying to recycle everything before the rubbish man come. And when I stepped on the box, the other side went collapse and went skid my heel. And I was like, So I got on washcloth, stuck them in wanded water, and I just unwrapped my leg. I never even put heat on. It was just from the water. Just putting water on anything. The water is magic. Magic.
Praise God.
Praise God for sure. Thank you, Eileen, for even being on that video. I mean, we would not even have seen you or Remy if I didn't come across that video on YouTube, and I wouldn't be able to share with my family.
I was
Like
going crazy
miracles.
trying to figure out how to contact you guys.
I know.
I was like, how do we contact them? She doesn't have anything on her YouTube.
I'm a newbie to YouTube.
And then you know what happened? It was because you guys was talking about the Zoom. And then we were trying to look at your flyer on the Zoom, and it's so small. And I was like,
Oh my gosh, and that's wow.
I was like going crazy.
But we found you. We're thankful. God,
We are.
Saint Anthony.
Also, Henry will request Henry to share one of Lanu's experience. Henry, are you still there? Yes, yes. Thank you, Joe. You're glowing. You're
Oh, there's
glowing.
Henry. There's Henry.
Thank you.
Yes. So Henry's there. I saw his
Yeah.
So
Yes.
while we wait for Henry to come on, Eileen, I see you have a meeting coming up on the 27th, 28th in Las Vegas. I wish I could attend. That's next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Tell us about
also
it.
Tuesday. It's 10 to 5, and we're going to we're preparing things to share with you about, but we can always share it in our Zoom, okay? We're going to of course we're going to role play how your experience, and then how you can explain our product, and how you can understand our back office, and a little bit of the marketing, and but we're going to make this so that everyone will know what to experience or what to expect when they are into into presentation, and at the same time sharing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're inviting you. If you can come, it's on June 27 from 10 to 5, at 10 o'clock in the morning up to 5. And we had an overnight stay. If you're not from Las Vegas, we can accommodate you one night in a hotel so that you can come. Oh, Henry George says he is in class.
All right. Well, we'll save your testimony, Henry, for next week, Wednesday. We'll be on again.
And she can invite the lady that we were taught. I was like, it was midnight my time, and I think it was 10 in their time. Or I'm sure, but I was able to talk to her last night. So it was a wonderful experience, amazing experience for that lady Lani. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you very much for.
Um,
So we will try to invigorate our sessions with more new things to come. Kawila, that was a nice experiment, Ooh, wow, that's
I
good.
have
That's
to I have to
good.
send you guys pictures. I mean, I do little clips of videos.
Post
So
it. Yes, Kawila, post
well,
it.
you know why? My granddaughter came. She came stay at Aranet, and she had her flask, and she only had a little bit water inside. So I said, "Give me that flask." So I would put my jewel right above her flask, and I sent the video to Joel, and then the thing started. She was like, "What's going on, Mom?" I was like, "It's your water. It can be the littlest water. Look,
Okay.
I have little
That'll
bit
save us
water.
some time.
It's like
I
unbelievable.
get all excited with my needle, man.
I know. Look at that. I get barely any water in my glass.
That
So
is
This
it
is all
really
water I have. Look.
to us that the
So if I
water
was to
really
add water, if I add more water to this, like filtered water, it's gonna spin. The next
Yeah.
one we're gonna make the kind demo.
Yes. You know
Pipe
what?
water, filtered water, charged
Yeah.
water.
What Mr. Ricky, one of the video that I saw, he just put one glass in a whole bathtub.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
I was talking, when she said that she bait with the water. So I have a bathtub and I have a shower, but I don't like bathtubs. I rather do shower. But when I come out from my shower, I spray, because I have a canister with filtered water, charged water, and I spray myself with the water. And then I just wand myself. I don't even use the towel anymore. I wand my whole body. And then I get like on food, and then I go, and then, after I'm all dried up, and then I put my coconut oil, and then I wand it's like I do like 1 whole hour, sometimes hour, 15 minutes. And then I don't wand for 2 days because too much charging. Yeah. And then I just drink water. Like I think it was Monday. I never wand at all. Too much. I'm like, nah. Oh my, I touch everything, I get electrocuted. No.
We're all getting younger.
No,
Well,
for
We're
real.
all
But
getting energy.
yeah, but sometimes you gotta,
Positive.
yeah, you gotta slow down, because sometimes too much no good. Because everything, like sometimes pupuli, like what is that? What are you supposed to do? And that's me. I go in the room, I supposed to do something, and I'm doing something else. Like, oh no, try to go back where you started, because you're going off track, right? But it's what the water does. It just charges you up. It's like, oh, slow down. So I think if I drink the water and I charge, I wand, and I have my wand right here, like on my desk, as you guys see. You guys know that's on towel rack, yeah?
Yeah, I love that. And please put a
Okay.
picture in our Telegram
You
channel.
know what's so good about it? 'Cause this
Convenient.
one catch the back of my neck when I sitting on my chair. And then you see this one right here, that for your dishes, or I use that, the thing catch the middle of my back. So I just sit and I just wand and I turn my chair. I was like, whatever's easy
Clever.
and convenient. Yeah. And then if I go do my lower back, I just put them right on the towel on my counter, and I just sway. I do that kind, start getting my exercise in.
Oh,
So
boy.
3 different levels. Yeah.
And I have one of those.
Yeah. Go
That's
get it.
That's great
I
sharing.
mean,
I
instead
see.
of spending $200, I wouldn't mind having one that gonna want me, but then you're gonna get lazy. I don't know. To me, I think you gotta be creative, and then your mind starts thinking. You're looking around like, oh my God, I think I can do this. Oh my God, I can do that. And it's stuff that you get at home that's just gonna help you out. You know what I mean? We're not gonna spend any more money because we spend all our money on this device.
Yes.
It's
That's
the best thing we
excellent.
could ever
Practical
do.
advice.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Eh,
but
I
anyway.
do see Mr. George is out of class apparently. Hi, Henry. Do you want to say a few words before we wrap up?
Oh, absolutely. I apologize because I'm listening to the call, and at the same time, I'm in my class, with dance studio. But I'm hearing everything. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Henry, last name George. I live here in Las Vegas, the Cook Islands, Hawaii. Met my wife, and then now I'm here in Vegas. But this opportunity, this group, this Ohana, oh my goodness, I'm just so excited the fact that many people are being introduced to this amazing device. I have to say my family is benefiting from it. Many people are benefiting from the device itself. I've learned something from a good friend of mine. He said, Henry, never chase after money, right? Never chase after money. It will follow. So this whole time since November being involved, all I have been doing is how can I get this product into the hands of people that I know, that I love, or people I don't know that can benefit from this health-wise, because we're in a painful world. There's so many people with pain. And I get so emotional at times when I hear people's testimony. Like, for instance, I have a friend from Oahu. Her name is Lanu Tilton. But I really don't want to share her story, only because I rather have her share her story, because the mana, the power that comes from her heart is, you're gonna cry. And just hearing her story, that's what it's all about, is seeing the relief on that person's face. I just want to, that's all I wanted to say.
So
I didn't
maybe
want
we
to.
can invite her next Wednesday.
Yes,
Share with
Yeah, so she probably got caught into something, maybe, but I did remind her, and she was looking forward to coming to sharing. And last night we did a three-way call. I encourage you guys utilize our leaders like Eileen and Remy. Do a three-way call with individuals if you're not with them, in the same area. If they're in another part of the country or in the state, yeah, utilize our leaders. And the three-way call is phenomenal. It's the best way because I gotta say, Eileen knows the product, front and back. She studies, and so I'm being challenged now, because all I've been doing is just sharing the product, right? The product speaks for itself, but as for the nitty gritty stuff, the bolts and screws, right, on how it functions, I gotta start doing my part in learning this too. And what else? That's about it, guys. I'm
I
excited
gotta
to
say
see everybody
something
that's on
about
this
George.
channel. Oh, sorry, what was that?
I gotta say something about you. Like the very first time that when you started coming on, like you was either it seems like you was working out or something, but today, like you look so good. Like your face is all nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you noticed that. So again,
Yes.
this device, right? It works with people who want to lose weight. Like I wandered around my
You look
stomach,
great.
right?
Like your
Yeah.
face is like just and then nice
I
and
want this
clean.
area. Yeah, I want this area a lot, right? I want this area a lot. What else do and I've noticed I'm not eating as much. So like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When breakfast comes around, it's like, oh, I gotta eat with the family. And you eat, and you're not really hungry, right?
Yeah.
And then lunch rolls around. It's like, we just finished breakfast. And then dinner rolls around. So lately, I haven't when I'm hungry, I'll eat, and that's it.
Yeah.
That I think it's because I consume so much of that charged water. The water is key because it flushes out all that mess that's in you, and it rejuvenates and your cells. You know what blows my mind for was it last week's meeting with Arlene? She talked about batteries, like the batteries in the car. When that battery drains, it has the alternator which charges the battery, right, of the car. That's the same with our body. When our
Yes.
body is drained and overworked, it needs to be charged. And we have the device. It's amazing.
It's the
And the
water.
blessings about this company, $30, right? I pay $30 a month. But you know what's cool? At the end of the year, when it comes to my anniversary, when I got into this, I get a free machine. I'm excited about that. And I've
Yeah.
already been rewarded 5 machines, and I've gifted them out. I've gifted them out. It's not because I feel sorry for that person, but I'm doing myself a favor. I'm being blessed by the company.
Yeah.
Why not bless someone? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I sent a product to Australia to my parents. They ended up being in Australia for a couple of months. But as soon as they get their device, I'm looking forward to getting my parents, well again,
Yeah.
because they're up there in age. And so I wanna prolong their time on this earth so I could enjoy them. But yeah, I'm sorry I took
You
up so
look
much of
great.
the time.
No, you just look great.
That's beautiful. Oh, that's
Thank you,
great.
everybody.
Okay, well, we look forward to meeting your friend next Wednesday. Please have her come. Today,
Absolutely.
now Judee was so powerful, and I think it motivates all of us to take better care of ourselves and to use the tools that we've been gifted.
Yes.
We all get a little lazy and or inconsistent, and so coming onto these calls remind us of the treasure that we have in our own hands. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming to the call. I will post those videos in our Telegram. And again, if I will add anyone who's not on there. Francesca, I'm going to add you to our Telegram channel so that you can be part of our community. I appreciate you coming on the call today. And we look forward to your contribution because I know that you are a champion of water. And so we're looking forward learning from you as well.
Mhm.
Right.
So I've been working in the healing profession since I was 14. So
Oh my gosh, yes. And for those of you in Las Vegas, Jean and Francesca Sullinger own the Kangen store on the west side. And that's actually how I got, we just all got connected. So if you are in the vicinity, please let us know and I'll hook you up so you get a chance to meet Jean and Francesca. She has been doing naturopathic practices with her clients, with several of us on the call here. So anyway, exciting to make all these connections, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I know we kept you over, but it was well worth it.
it was
So
a pleasure.
we'll see you next
Thank
Wednesday.
you. God bless. God bless. Take care.
Aloha, everyone. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Aloha.
Bye.
Bye.